Hello friends and welcome to my video. One of the questions I get asked most is how can I make my hair grow? What do you do to make your hair grow? And why is my hair not growing? And can you help me? And blah blah blah. So the first thing I want to say concerning this, or the first step, is number one, know your hair is growing. Like, unless you have some serious illness or some serious deficiency, or just God just decided to give you no hair, or you're just in an extreme condition, most likely your hair is growing. Probably just not retaining the length, so it's staying the same length, but your hair from the roots most likely is growing. If you want to test, dye the roots of your hair and you will see that it will grow out and you have your original color come out. That is a good way to know your hair is growing. Now that you know that your hair is growing, you have to focus on how to retain length. But two, leave your hair alone. What's that thing that they say, a watch pot never boils, something like that? And really, haven't you noticed that whenever you keep your eye on something, it never happens, and then you turn away and then it happens? Just leave your hair alone. Forget about it constantly. It's like weight loss. You cannot be standing on the scale every day, every minute, every hour, because you will see no progress that way. It's the same with your hair. Forget about it. Stop measuring it every day. Stop pulling and stop doing that. Just leave it alone. Let it do what it does. Give it some time. Maybe track your progress monthly. Then you will see some real growth. If you are tracking your progress every day, then you're not going to see any progress. I promise, I could not tell my hair had grown until I put it side by side with an old picture. I was like, wow, my hair grew. But me seeing myself every day, I really do not see my hair growing. Yeah, I can see that initially my twists were this long and now they are this long, so I know it has grown, but I do not see it growing daily. So it might be the same with you. Just leave it alone, give it some time, and it may shock you how much your hair has grown. Now, number three, in line with leaving your hair alone, not just in terms of tracking it, but in terms of styling and manipulating. Who likes to be disturbed? Nobody likes to be disturbed, and your hair is the same way. Leave it alone, okay? Stop all those roll and tag, bump and roll, fall and jump. Stop all those crazy things. If you have hip length hair and you're good with that hair, of course, go ahead with your styling 5 times a day. But if you want to grow your hair, you do not want to be styling your hair 5 times a day, or once a day for that matter. Get into the habit of protective styling. If protective styling is not your thing, get into the habit of styles that do not require a lot of manipulation. So do a twist style that can last you 3-4 days. Even if it's a wash and go, that can last you 3-4 days. But do not get into mohawk, frohawk, bump and tack. You know those things that constantly have to be doing things, pulling the side, edge control, then you scarf, then no. It's probably going by all those manipulation. It's probably breaking it off. It's causing single strand knots, it's causing tangles, so you're detangling, you're combing, you're shedding, then you're breaking, then you're trimming because you have all these knots, and it's uneven because it's broken off and it's shed, so you have to trim to get the shape. No, so leave. If you really want your hair to grow, you do not want to be styling and manipulating it every single day. I forget what number I'm on. But next point, moisture. Like I said, hair is probably growing. You're not retaining length. That's what it is. And with you not retaining length, what that means is that your hair is breaking off. And dry hair is what breaks off. Moisturized hair will not break off excessively to the point that you do not see length retention. So you want to moisturize. Forget the styles and the definition and the curls and all that stuff. If you're really about growth and retention, you want to focus on moisture. It doesn't matter if moisture turns your hair into a big poof. That was me for the longest time, because I focused so much on moisture that I wasn't getting any styles, because I just focused on getting my hair soft and fluffy. And of course, with soft and fluffy, I'm not getting any definition. I'm just getting a big poof. If that is what you have to do, you have to set your priorities. Is that what you want? Yes, of course, you can get both moisturized hair and nicely styled hair. You can get both, but for me, it was just easier to find moisturizing products, focus on that, moisturize my hair, prevent it from breaking. moisturized hair has a harder time breaking off. So if you want to retain that length, you want to moisturize your hair. Of course, you have to take care of the hair from the inside. So you want to eat healthy, you want to drink your water, you want to get in all your vitamins and nutrients, everything that, you know, contributes to the hair growth. If you want to take vitamins, that's up to you. But a while I was taking one a day women because I felt like I wasn't eating well, I wasn't getting the right nutrients. But since then I've dialed in on my nutrition. I think I get a good amount of vitamins and nutrients, so I do not feel the need to take in to take vitamins. So but if that is what you need to do, if you feel like you're lacking in some nutrients, there are lots of vitamins. It doesn't have to be specifically hair vitamin. If you want to take hair vitamins, that's great. I've seen people get great results with that, but it doesn't have to be specifically vitamins. It can just be anything that supplements your body and gives you all the right nutrients and, you know, vitamins you need for your hair, for your entire body to flourish, and that your entire body includes your hair. So stop comparing yourself to everyone, because everyone is different and genetics plays a huge part. We all came, God gave us all different things, and we all came with different things. People's hair grow like crazy, people have crazy thickness. You cannot, there are some things that are unachievable for certain people. Not everybody can have the big hair, you know. So just make sure that what you are doing is not unachievable. You can take all the vitamins you want, you can use all the thickening products you want. If you have naturally fine thin hair, you're not going to get that thick hair. So you kind of have to also know what you are working for and be realistic with what you want. Another thing, I know there's a myth about how if you cut your hair grows a lot. I personally do not find that to be true. So if you are sitting down cutting your hair because you think if you cut your hair will grow, then really that is why your hair is not growing, because you are cutting off all the length you are getting. So your hair is growing but it's not getting any longer. So forget about those constant cuts in order to make your hair grow. Just leave your hair, trim as needed. You do not need to trim to, if you have lots of split ends, of course you trim because you don't want it to split all the way up. If you are getting a lot of, just look for clues and signs. If you are getting a lot of single strand knots, then that's a sign of, for me, that's a sign of I need a trim. If my twist outs look very bad, it means I need a trim because the ends are all airy and wispy and see-through, you know. So just look for signs, personal signs in your hair, and figure it out. You do not need to be cutting your hair every week or every month. That is why your hair is not growing, because what, if you're getting half an inch a month and you're trimming of an inch every month, then obviously your hair is not going to be growing. Last thing, be consistent. Like anything, consistency is key in whatever you do in life, in your fitness journey, in whether you want to learn to play the piano, whether you want to be an actor, a singer. Constant practice, consistency, staying true to the course is key. You cannot do this today and tomorrow and just go away for 5 months, or, you know, change something for a month and then expect things to work. Your hair is the same way. You have to be consistent. You have to consistently take care of it. In line with consistency, you also want to figure out your hair. Know what your hair needs. Like I said, my hair needs moisture because it is extremely dry. It is always rock hard and dry. So my hair needs moisture. So find what your hair needs, and when you find it, stick to it. I know there's so many products catered to us because they know we like to buy. Do not fall into the trap. Of course, it's nice to try, but when you find something that works for you, stick to it. You can still have things you try, but have your core products. Stick to it, and so that your hair kind of knows what to expect. Think of your hair as think of it as yourself. When you know what to expect from something, you do not spend your time figuring it out. You spend all your time and your energy and your efforts in working through it, so to speak. So if, for example, you are using something on your hair consistently, your hair knows what to expect. It's like, okay, I'm getting this today, I'm getting that today. I know exactly what to do with this. I do this, I know I get this reaction, I do this, I do that, I do that. But if you are constantly changing, your hair is like, oh, what are we getting today? And then your hair spends all its energy and all its effort figuring out the product, and in the end, it has nothing left to grow. It has nothing left to retain its length, so it breaks off. and you're not seeing anything. I don't know if that makes sense. You want to be consistent. Consistency is key. Figure out your hair, what works for it, figure out a regimen, find the right product and stick to it. Be consistent. Most importantly, be patient. Okay, half an inch is very little. So if the average hair grows half an inch a month, that is very little hair. Well, it's not little hair, but in terms of physically what you can see, it's almost negligible. You probably cannot tell the difference by looking at it. Oh, my hair grew half an inch. No, unless you purposefully measure it or something. So be patient with it. Probably your hair is growing. If you grow half an inch a month, most people do not retain that entire half an inch. So if you're going half an inch and you are losing a quarter, which is really not bad, it's almost impossible to see physically with the naked eye. So be patient. Chances are your hair is growing, but it takes a while to see a noticeable difference, especially with the shrinkage in our hair. It's just on a whole new level. 6 inches is like, in my hair, 6 inches is like 1 inch. So if for the whole year I'm getting 6 inches, it looks like an inch and I can't even see it. So I'll be here thinking my hair isn't growing, but it is growing. If I were to get a flat iron and straighten it, it is growing. So most importantly, be patient, and your hair is growing. Just stick to these things. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer, and I'll see you in my next video. Yay video. See you in my next video. Yeah video. Okay, bye.